Do you enjoy reading James Lee Burke? I do, but what do I have to say about this book? So it's been a little while since I've done a book review, probably because I've been reading some of the similar authors, so I didn't want to keep talking about the same authors all the time. I like to do book reviews of something new I've read, something different. The authors that I keep reading, I like them. You know, I recommend them. And that's why I want to keep reading James Lee Burke's books. So today it's all about this book called Clete. So this is the latest in the Robichaud series by James Lee Burke. And I was really hanging out to get it. I had my suspicions that this might have been the book that included Clete's demise. Clete Purcell, of course, is Dave Robichaud's sidekick in a lot of his stories. The Dave Robichaud series is a bit of a thriller series, as noted on this book. Unfortunately, I wouldn't say that this particular book is a thriller. I was a bit disappointed. It didn't seem to have the regular thrills and spills that a lot of the other Dave Robichaud series has. It was written from the aspect of Clete's point of view, and he tells a story. And the trouble is, in my opinion, that this book is really all about Clete talking at you. I know Dave Robichaud talks sort of at you, but it's more with you. And a lot of things are happening, and there's a story that really goes with it. There is a bit of a story in this, but it's really lacking. It's really lacking in content. There's just so much of Clete just really just going on and on about things. The story itself, there's just not much to it. Well, it's 329 pages, and I was just a bit disappointed. Little things happen, but there's no big story. There's no big culminating event that goes down in a big, fantastic way and keeps you on the edge of your seat, and you're wondering what's going to happen next, and it's a real page turner. Well, that really wasn't the case with this book. So I don't know what happened there. You've got a good style about the way you write and use good words, and I do like that. I know you're getting older, and I'm still going to keep reading your books, but unfortunately there just wasn't a lot in this book that kept me enthralled. To call it a Robichaud thriller, I think, is really pushing the definition of thriller. So I don't know where it's all going to go from here. Everybody's getting older. I'm sure that the characters in some of these books are not going to be around for much longer, especially the way Dave Robichaud and Clete Purcell get up to certain things. You wonder how they've survived some of the things so far. Sometimes the way Clete talks through this book, it's hard to digest sometimes. Sometimes you're wondering what he's really on about. You sort of got to think about it, which is not a bad thing to think about what you're reading, but sometimes it just sounds like nonsense. And that could be just Clete's personality. I'm not saying that's James Lee Burke's personality. They have an interesting way of talking down south down there in Louisiana, and it's kind of cool. I like that. But sometimes some of the things they're saying, I just don't understand it. And the funny thing is that even in the book itself, some of the characters draw attention to some of the things that they're saying. What's the haps? That's just the way they talk, that's fine. But when Dave Robichaud said it once, one of the characters actually called Dave out. And he said, those are stupid words, Mr. Robichaud. So it's like James Lee Burke sometimes knows that some of the things he makes people say is a bit silly, and then he calls himself out on it. I definitely will get the next book in the series, but I'm wondering where it's all going to go. I don't know how many more years left James Lee Burke has got. I hope he's got a lot more years. I do like his writing, and he's written a few other series, the Holland series, for example. He's definitely worth reading. I do like it, and I do recommend him. He's a great author. But like all series, they sort of come to an end, don't they? So you wonder where this is going to go. So let's just see what happens. Do I recommend it as a book of his to read? How do you stop reading a series, I'll leave that up to you. I have to rate this a little bit lower than usual. I'll probably only give it a 6, pushing a 7. 6, yeah, 6, more of a 6. Whereas other ones I've had like 7s, 8s and 9s. If you've read it and you liked it, tell me why you liked it. If you didn't like it, tell me why you didn't like it. I'd like to see if you agree with me or not. Let's hope that James Lee Burke keeps pumping out some good stuff, and I look forward to reading his next book. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And I'll catch you on another one. Cheers. Cheers. So thanks for watching this short book review. Hopefully you'll join me on another one. Have a good day. Have a good day. I'll see you later, chaps.